And?
I've heard some news about certain
What's in them?
I've learned that one of the ideas to
How do you feel about it?
To be honest, my sister should be more concerned.
Still, I can't...
I managed to have a few words with a certain young man from... He told me about an idea to introduce places that in a nutshell would...
What exact...
A lobotomy, at least. There's something...
Tell me.
Georgis...
What about...
Let's go, Sisk.
Are you sure you know everything you need to get...
I believe I've gotten everything I...
Fine. Scowan's flaw. It might work. Just promise me one thing. You'll be extremely cautious with him.
I know what I'm doing. I was the one who found the Black Grimoire. I was the one who started the pact. And it won't be my first time seizing a flaw.
Hopefully not the last either. Shall we?
We wanted to talk to you, my friends and I.
Where am I?
Governor General?
Welcome to inside your head, Scowan. We've got you now. Wait a second. Something's wrong. Shouldn't he be unconscious?
Unless he has his own powers, his conscious state could be an effect of the pact.
Sarah Rifkin? And you? What's going on here? Who are you?
My name is...
Shulsky. I will have you executed on the spot, all of you!
So, shall we get down to it?
Go on. I can't wait. What does it feel like to be at the mercy of thaumaturges?
Terrifying. What is this?
You've just found out that we're not capable of lying in this place. Intriguing, isn't it?
What am I hearing? You want to experiment on us, deprive us of powers and reason.
May Allah have mercy on you.
I'll deal with him. I'll show the butcher his place.
Of course.
Your worst nightmare is coming true. A thaumaturge will remind you of what true fear means. You're scared of her, even though she's been dead for many years. She repaid you for the way you oppressed her because she had powers and you didn't.
What happened to you?
She sent a demon after me. My own sister. She brought down nightmares upon me. I hid my bed for years.
That's why your fear turned into anger and anger into hate. You pathetic creature.
That's enough. You're enjoying this too much.
I've waited a long time for this. Don't interrupt me.
We didn't come here for revenge. And this.
Think about the humiliation you felt when your present wasn't appreciated.
It wasn't about the present.
Then what was it?
The fact that Tsarevich's illness was kept secret from me.
Right. And you want to be the most important. You want to know everything. Control everything.
That's the only way we can have order.
Your home, the place you don't miss. Why is that?
Because I was never safe there.
What were you afraid of?
That she would hurt me again on a whim.
Who? Say it out loud.
My cursed demonic sister, may she burn in hell. I don't want to talk anymore.
The floor is ready. Remove it, and we can go.
Remove it? You want to give him relief? He doesn't deserve peace. Besides, he's seen our faces.
Samira is right. This story won't end this way.
Victor. Sarah.
Let me show you something.
Watch carefully.
No, I don't. Leave me alone. Leave me. Go, demon, demon, leave me!
I expected more mercy from you. Let's go.
I had a feeling it was going too easy.
You! Who are you? Ruki Vier!
I'm afraid I've got other plans.
Couldn't you have handled it some other way?
What was I supposed to do? Have a duel of arguments with him?
Stop it. We've got things to do here.
Stop! Who are you? Skowon!
You need a new Governor General. This one won't do anymore.
Don't come any closer!
Better put it down before anyone gets hurt.
You don't need anger and fear now. Be calm and lower your weapon. It won't do any good here.
Can you do that now? Through the pact?
So it seems.
What is going on? How? How is that possible? You must be thaumaturges. Is that a revolution? Are you here to kill me?
Will you let me speak?
Be my guest.
Your Majesty, we came here because our lives are in jeopardy. The most crucial thing for us is that you stop hunting thaumaturges. The pogroms must end.
Tell me why would I agree to anything?
Does your Imperial Majesty remember Svetlana Petrovna?
A traitor to the Tsardom. She died while trying to escape the city. Why do you mention her?
Before she died, I learned your most guarded secret.
We know that your only male heir suffers from an incurable disease.
If the news were to spread, your already teetering authority would collapse.
Go on. Who knows, we might reach an agreement after all.
We stand before your Majesty not as some motley crew, but as a group of thaumaturges united by a pact. We've done the impossible to get here today.
And from that position, we seek to start a dialogue. We believe it will bring mutual benefits.
Do you have a name for it?
You can call us the Coterie.
We know there are some decrees on the Tsar's desk awaiting your signature.
And what do you think is in them?
We know the decrees stipulate creating special adjustment clinics, and thaumaturges won't be the only patients there.
Your subjects, so diverse in terms of ethnicity and religion, will surely recognize the threat, and their fear will turn into hatred. The Empire will fall.
The Crown has enough enemies outside without having to deal with internal ones.
Still not enough to convince me, Thaumaturgi.
The Coterie could become a powerful ally of your Imperial Majesty, here in Warsaw, and in Poland.
What we have presented so far testifies in our favor. We have no trouble learning the secrets of people's hearts and minds.
And we are willing to share them.
I've heard enough. I understand you want something in exchange. Let me hear it.
We want a better life, even if it's under foreign rule. For ourselves and for others.
The people of Warsaw, one of the most important municipalities in Russia, will remember your gesture.
Is that all?
Make the Okhrana forget about Tsarevkin and let her files disappear from their archives forever.
You want power. Just admit it already.
Yes, we do want power. From the shadows, where we are most effective.
Now we are talking. Power can be won or bestowed. Today, you did both. We will meet your demands and expect allegiance and loyalty in return. So help me God. If that's all, Thaumaturgi, I trust we have reached an agreement.
Do I hear applause? What's going on there?
Time's running out, and my guests are waiting. Let's keep it short.
Is that it? Can I finally get some champagne?
Stanisław can finally rest in peace, son. You should be proud. We all owe you a lot.
We couldn't fail. After all, I was here with you.
You're too generous, sir.
Friends, Today, on the birthday of my son and successor, my father's words show the direction of my thoughts. The voice of God orders us courageously to undertake, in deference to divine intention, the task of ruling, with faith in the strength and rightness of autocratic power. The riots in Warsaw fill our hearts with much sadness, and the nation's grief is also the grief of the Emperor of Russia. We have closed our eyes to the suffering of our people, to the suffering of Thaumaturgi who were granted their powers by God. Which is why I consider it our moral duty to stop all kinds of violence against them, effective immediately. That is our wish. However, may those who take my grace for weakness know that the Russian Empire is strong and ruthless against its enemies. So help me God.
I'm glad to find you in good health. You didn't look like you were going to recover.
I suppose you couldn't see very well from where you were standing.
New company.
Friends.
What now?
Farewell, Grigori. Now each of us should follow his own path. I appreciate what you have done for me.
Enjoy this moment of bliss. It might not last long.
That sounded like a threat.
Victor, is everything all right? Is this that Rasputin of yours? I expected something more.
Assalamu alaikum. Would you tell me how you are able to talk?
This must be your new daddy, Victor. Aren't you going to introduce me? And this must be the famous Madame Samira, the identity thief. Wait, I think someone is missing. Oh, right. You were so selfish that you didn't keep your word. And you didn't give him the golem. And he died.
Is he bothering you?
Yes, but I will deal with it myself.
As you wish.
Look after yourself.
There's no winning against me. You should have learned that by now.
Did you explain it all to him? Is everything all right?
I think so.
I must admit, he is remarkable.
Rasputin? Что с вами?
It's nothing.
Know your place.
I can't stand the cold of the snow. There's no use for it.
and the glasses constantly fog up when you come into a warm room.
Then why do you wear them?
After the explosion, I'm having problems with my eyesight.
Now that you wear them, you really are the spitting image of Stanisław. Some tea to warm up?
I won't say no to that. I had a new rumor apropos Scowan. We did such a number on him, he ended up in Tvorki. They say there's no way to get through to him.
I have the nagging thought that we dealt with him too brutally.
Calm down. He didn't have doubts like that. The other news is rather grim. There's a new political power on the rise in the city. Besides being resentful of Jews, they also want to get rid of thaumaturges and homosexuals.
What about the Tatars?
Let's ask. They're getting together at a bar in Vola.
Who are they?
Forgive me, I didn't ask. But it would be good to make sure they don't grow...
Let's go. Let's listen to what they have to say at these drinking bouts of theirs.
Is today that special day when you're not preoccupied with your little revolutionary?
Maybe yes, maybe no.
They won't protect you. Every debt will be repaid, one way or another.
Victor, what are you waiting for?
Doesn't matter. Let's go. They say your choices define your value. What does that make me? The Uper took me on a journey that made me realize how my difficult relationship with my father looked from his point of view, and how I should look at it in hindsight. Ligia doesn't want to know me. Sometimes I catch myself wandering toward our home. I watch her from afar. I make sure she's safe, and hope that someday she invites me for some cocoa. But the door remains shut. Uncle Sasha is enjoying his longed-for retirement. Sometimes I visit him for a game of chess. I'm yet to win. The circumstances of the Warsaw Ochrana chief's death have never been clarified, and hopefully it will stay that way.
All right, Victor. Move on to what's really interesting.
Which is?
Aboritz and Victor remain friends, and together they spread terror throughout the bars of Warsaw. With my charisma and your money.
Fine, Aboritz. I think they got it. That's enough.
But you will come for some booze later, right? Don't forget.
I will. Go now. I'm worried about what's happening in the city. Warsaw is on fire. People finally dare to lift their weary heads while socialist militants carry out attacks on anyone who doesn't support the revolution. But there is still a spark of hope for Warsaw. Through the heroic struggle of students, the flying university has been legalized. At least there's that. The weary traveler made it to his longed-for Albuquerque. How do I know? That's a completely different story. But enough about that. It's time for a new adventure, my friend.
You explain it all to him.
Must.
We have to talk about... Let's not... Let's see if our bearded monk is even alive. And let's fight for our position on the Tsar's court. I won't be needing this anymore. Farewell, Father. Let's go to paradise. I need a carrot.
Sir, look, you with
I'm
come fuck. The Tsar is about to give his speech, and you're laughing.
No grunt tells me how to be a waiter.
Attention. Are you lost, sir? The entrance for guests.
I think a uniform like this...
Then you have to
There are easy.
Are you drunk?
We'll be going then.
And we're about to teach you.
Not bad. Not bad at all. I haven't been here in a while. Thaumaturge never fails me. Interesting. A familiar face.
Looking at your... Are you trying to...
The last time I saw you were accompanied by two gentlemen.
I needed some...
Sergei.
Let's see. Because you humiliated me. Sophia has traveled across...
Sergei. She... I'm looking for...
Sounds like high society.
Very well put.
I believe you should live.
Yes?
I was recently elected to the city council. Things that are now being discussed at...
What are you...
The council has prepared a series of anti... In the decrees, But...
Secrets.
Shulsky, you've had an accomplished military career since our last meeting. You do realize that you are still a wanted man?
I'm here on a mission. I assume you're here for similar reasons.
Rasputin chose me to be the executor of his work.
Where were you when Rasputin was...
I was where he had ordered me to.
And if he told you to organize the explosion?
This is none of...
What part of...
I am Yeritel, the Angel of Destiny. Maybe you're...
Will you finally act? Or will you keep barking and... I think I outrank you.
I've already... Rasputin will never forgive you, and when he returns, he will reward me for bringing you to justice.
Nothing can be kept secret from me.
I can't eat anymore.
Maria?
What? Don't pester a
Don't you reckon?
Oh, I've been so distracted lately.
Do you believe?
He who believes in me, though he were dead. But it's a shame about Aniela. Silly woman. I have to think about...
Congratulations.
For behold, from henceforth, old and pretty, isn't it? I'll be giving birth to a...
Do you think Rasputin...
A mother knows these things. But why should I...
You doubt that Rasputin will make a good father. You feel like he's just using you. This child is an accident. You're right to be afraid. You see that his promises appear to offer
I dread that thought. I will be alone again, against the whole...
Save yourself.
I'm sorry.
Nothing can be kept secret from me. Magdalene.
I didn't expect you to show up here.
I received a...
So did I. He summoned me to... He will return. And with him the hope for chasing away the... Do you under...
What do you
Chaos.
Do you believe?
Of course. The first Christians were also thrown... But he will not bend.
What about...
They are no longer with us.
Do you think they deserved such a...
Each of us has a different fate in store for... And Lucian just disappeared one day. I think... I don't want to talk about them anymore.
I see you found your calling.
My heart is filled with love, so I preach the good news. That everything is possible.
From a poor village to high society.
I wanted a better life, not applause.
And how does standing here in a beautiful dress among the...
Well, I don't know. What I do, that's nothing.
Look around. At first glance you look like the rest of the guests. But you know, these people will never accept you as one of their own. And then
I'm not.
Go back to your people. All you'll find here is disappointment.
I tried.
I know.
Leave me alone, please.
Am I sensing?
Well, well. Have you enlisted? I didn't think I would see you again.
I know you have a gun, anyone.
I was going to start with... So it's Scowlin's turn now.
I'm that Ganef. I killed
Then you're one of us now.
I've got my own plans for the night. I'm here with someone who might be able to help establish new borders for Poland. But...
You mean Rasputin? That false prophet who He's on my list too. Get out of my way or I swear to God there will be 2 dead...
Friends, today on the birthday of our son and successor, our Father's words show the direction of our thoughts. The voice of God orders us courageously to undertake, in deference to divine intention, the task of ruling, with faith in the strength and rightness of autocratic power. We are summoned to reaffirm that power and preserve it for the benefit of the people from any encroachment. Today, as this storm rages in the streets, and evil has penetrated people's souls and settled in them for good.
There. Quiet, Milutka. Не знаю, что происходит.
Do not fear. I am with you always, even until the end of the world.
Stay where you are, or I'll send you to hell once more. Ваше императорское величество, he's a dangerous man. There's no telling to whom he sold his soul to be here.
Нет. Григорий Ефимович Rasputin, я слышала о вас. Come closer, please.
Blessing upon you, Alexei Nikolaevich.
God has brought you back to life to help him.
Это чудо!
Speaking of miracles, I think I have a lot to tell about it.
You do?
I am here to bear witness to Rasputin's miracles. He has snatched me away from the embrace of death, and I believe he will do the same for the Tsarevich. Look, he is standing here before you, even though 3 days ago I was watching him die. This man is a true miracle worker.
And who are you, man?
My name is Viktor Shulsky. I'm a thaumaturge.
I do not know this man.
Do you want to get rid of me? After all you've promised me?
On the contrary, you're the one who forgot whose side you should be on.
Isn't that what you wanted? That I show up and get rid of weak links and witnesses for you?
Yes. There is no place for the weak at my side. And you turned out to be weak. I needed you to believe in me and not question my plans, even if not all of my intentions were clear. Is that too much in exchange for what I have given you?
What can I expect from you, then?
For my closest enemy, I'm thinking about an end worthy of kings.
I must remind you we are in my head. I'm not the one trapped in here. You are. I will bury you here even if it costs me my wits.
Oh, Victor. I've been here many times.
Rasputin? Что с вами?
Go ahead. The world is watching, Thaumaturge.
Die. Your Imperial Majesty, this man realized I was going to warn you about him, and that's why he tried to get rid of me.
But he helped our son.
He doesn't care about him. He only poses as a miracle worker to get into the court and secretly pull the strings. He deceived you. Isn't that so?
Fuck off.
Get him out of my sight, Skawan. Viktor Shulsky, today you saved Russia from devilish powers. From now on, your place is in Tsarskoye Sielo, at the Crown Prince's side.
I would be honored.
Let us rejoice. The sun has broken through the darkness and shone on all of us today.
For some of us, for the last time. For a free and independent Poland.
Wasze Imperatorskie Величество, you summoned me.
I want you to look into him for me.
A supporter of the Bolsheviks?
You tell me.
He didn't know anything.
So, go and find me the real ringleaders. Kravavi Thaumaturge. Don't fail me.
And we desire that every one of you show the same diligence to the full assurance of hope unto the end. That ye be not slothful, but followers of those who through faith and patience inherit the promises.
They say your choices define your value. What does that make me? The Uper took me on a journey that made me realize how my difficult relationship with my father looked from his point of view, and how I should look at it in hindsight. Ligia has severed contact with me for good. Every year, I send her a note and a birthday present. Yet, she never responds. Ever. Uncle Sasha is enjoying his longed-for retirement. The circumstances of the Warsaw Ochrana chief's death have never been clarified, and hopefully it will stay that way.
Get to the point, Viktor. Everyone wants to...
Please, continue.
Aboritz and Viktor were going to live happily ever after, as friends. But as Viktor turned out to be a prick and left.
That's not the way it was.
He soon regretted his actions and cried himself to death.
We write letters to each other, and let's leave it at that. I'm worried about what's happening in the city. Warsaw is on fire. People finally dared to lift their weary heads while social... But there is still a spark of hope for Warsaw. Through the heroic struggle of students, the weary traveler made it to his longed-for Albuquerque. How do I know? That's a completely different story. But enough about that. It's time for a new adventure. my friend. Let's... I can say with full responsibility and without false modesty, it is thanks to me that this man is standing here.
And who are you, man?
My name is Viktor Shulsky. I'm a thaumaturge.
I do not know this man. This man is Viktor Shulsky. I believe he is a wanted criminal.
Shulsky?
Yes, the one I considered my friend. He tried to deceive me with his satanic tricks, like the evil one tempting Christ in the desert.
Do you want to get rid of me?
On the contrary, you're...
You'd better have a good...
At your service. I needed you to believe in me and not question my plans. Even if not all. Is that too much in exchange for what I...
We agreed that this was purely business for both of us.
Whatever you say doesn't matter. Out there in the real world, you are still a dangerous fugitive. You've...
I must remind you we are in my...
Oh, Victor.